Hello everyone, this is Void Spirit. I'm here to bring you guys amazing fanfiction that you will surely enjoy. But before we start, please subscribe and like the video for more amazing content. Chapter 4. God's Poison. As Tuya looked at the sky, he saw several asteroids falling down the planet. "Oh no," Tuya said as he immediately ordered the people from around him to save the residents of his duchy. "Gramps, can I?" "Go ahead Tuya my boy, I'll protect your family," Shin said, and Tuya smiled and opened a gate to Babylon, and headed towards the hangar to get his Regenleaf, which is being maintained by High Rosetta and Fredmonica. "Rosetta, I need to take my frame gears and activate Babylon's defense," Tuya ordered. "Your frame gears are ready, sir, but why do we need to activate Babylon's defense?" Rosetta asks in confusion. "I have no time to explain, but if you head out you will know why," Tuya said as he takes Regenleaf and powered it on. "I'll go ahead," Tuya said and heads toward the asteroid. "If we head outside we will know why," Fredmonica said while looking at Rosetta and the two android heads outside, and what they saw was multiple asteroids falling down. "Ah, now I see why," the two said in calm voice. Then they immediately panicked and headed over to the castle in Babylon to activate the defense. Meanwhile, at Tuya, he was piloting his frame gears at maximum speed and heading toward the asteroid. "I can't let that asteroid hit any populated land," Tuya said as he summoned the Fragrance. The Fragrance is a range offensive system which is first implemented on Night Baron. Its technology is based on the defensive system of the Rampart, the satellite orb. The Fragric is a sword made of Phrasium, and because of the nature of the system, only a pilot with a magic aptitude and high magical power can use it. Each Fragric can move separately in supersonic speed and automatically come back to surround the Tuya's frame gear. "I don't need to attack everything, just focus on those that will hit the populated area," Tuya said as he fired a consecrated energy from Fragrance and only aimed at those rocks that were falling on the populated area. With every energy beam that hit one asteroid breaks, it goes on for a few hours until almost everything on the asteroid is destroyed, only leaving the biggest one. "Sir, that big one is falling to the new continent from the reverse world," Rosetta said through the combs of Regenleaf. "Which country is it falling?" Tuya asks. "The Steel Nation of Gondola, sir. An analysis of trajectory implies that it won't hit any populated area," Rosetta said. "I see, but I need to make sure," Tuya said as he heads towards the new continent. He also asks for assistance, and his fiancée heads towards where Tuya was to help him. When he arrived at the site he was shocked. What shocked him was the ground had gold markings and it generates an odd aura. "What are these things?" Tuya said as he landed onto ground. He then got out of the Regenleaf cockpit and head down. The moment he did, his vision started to blur and he felt that he is losing his strength. "What is happening?" Tuya said as he struggles to keep his balance. "I can't." Tuya didn't get to finish his sentence as he lost his consciousness and fell to the ground. In a room, Tuya can be seen sleeping around him where his 9 fiancé and his 9 children from alternate future are. I see, he should be fine, he just needs to rest," Moroha said. She was the sword goddess and one of Tuya's sisters. "I'm glad," Yumina said as she holds Tuya's hands. "But what happened to him?" Daguzaru, Ye said with a concerned face. "He was hit by a poison that only affects us gods. Lucky he only intakes a little bit, so he should be fine and he will wake up in a few days," Moroha said. "Come on girls, cheer up. It's not good to look down in front of your child," Karen said, trying to lift everyone's mood. "Mom, will Dad gonna be alright?" Kun said as she hugs her mother Lean. Lean just hugged the little girl and spoke. "He will be fine, your father is strong after all," Lean said. After a few days, Tuya woke up. He slowly got up and looked around. "Ah, my head hurts and I feel a little weak," Tuya said as he holds his head with his hands. "Tuya, you're awake," Lu said as she runs towards Tuya. Tuya, Sakura also run towards Tuya and hug him tightly. "Ah, I can't breathe," Tuya said, trying to grasp for air. "Ah, sorry," the two said, and they let go of Tuya. "What happened?" Tuya asks. Then the two explained that he was poison that came from the asteroids, and they also explained that Kosuke, the god of agriculture, is working on a tree that can purify the god's poison. After that, his other fiancé also arrives with Su giving him a headbutt and sending him back to bed. In the vast empty space, a figure that had long silver-white hair with crimson-ready eyes can be seen flowing in the vast space. Look at this universe. It's just like the others. No protectors here. No Star King Dragon. No Spirit King. And more importantly, no Rimuru tempest, this reality will fall just like the others, the figure said. But I'll have some fun while doing so, he said as he disappeared, leaving nothing behind. In an endless space, two figures can be seen talking. They are the neat god that scapes and a dominant phrase. A.N. I forgot the name of that phrase, so if you know his name please do tell me. I just need a little bit more time, said the neat god. How much time exactly? The dominant phrase asked. I don't know, but I need to get more power to ensure that I can win against those fool gods. If it's power that you seek I will give it to you, a voice said. The Tuya immediately put up their guard and look around the vast space. Do not be alarmed, mortals and a pretentious god, for I'm only here to offer you salvation, the voice said. Salvation? Show yourself, the neat god said, as you wish. The voice said, and the being showed himself his silver hair and red eyes and stroked fear to the heart of the two. The aura that he was radiating was bigger and more chaotic than anything in existence. Now serve me and I will give you the power that you seek, the man said, and the two immediately bowed down. Since the two concluded that even if they try to fight it they will be instantly defeated. We accept your offer, the need god said, even though he's a need he is still a smart one. Very good. Now I shall grant you both power beyond compare, the man said, and he gives powers to that two that cause them to evolve. In the cardinal world, in the central world 9 women can be seen with surprised expressions. Have you all felt that? Luminous said. We did it, sinister, and somehow it feels a little bit familiar, Elmesia said. Can we find what it was, Ciel? Asked by Chloe. I wish I could, but something is blocking me from using omniscient, Ciel said. We need to inform Guy and the other, and we need Darling as fast as possible, Testarossa said, and everyone nodded. Luminous then immediately asks for a Walpurgis to discuss this matter. Chapter 5. Frey's invasion. 2 months had passed since the god's poison crash on Tuya's world, and aside from a small Frey's attack nothing notable happened. Except for the birth of Yumina's little brother named Yamato. The name was given by Tuya, and when he also looks at the newly born child he was surprised, since inside the heart of the little boys was the leader of the Freys. Tuya extracted it from the little child's body, and later on Tuya knows that her name is Mel. She ran away from her home world because of Enda. Later on, she stayed in Brunhilde with Enda and 2 other Phrases named Nay and Lise, who were her attend and were obsessed with her. Currently, Tuya was in the castle enjoying his time with Yumina and Sue, who were eating food. They are joined by Moroha and Karen. Moroha was taking a break from training since she was training the Brunhilde's night order. Nay Tuya, I want to go to the Sky Castle again, Sue said, since Tuya showed her the castle in Babylon and she loved it.
Well, go later, all right, Tuya said to the girl who was seating on his lap. Mew. Sue, you always takes advantage of Tuya when the others are not around, Yumina said to Sue. Era, are you jealous? Nano yo, Karen said with a teasing smile. No, I'm not, it's just that I also want to have alone time with Tuya, Yumina said. Don't worry, I'll make it up to you later, all right, Tuya said with a smile. Don't forget you also have to train Tuya. Moroha didn't get to finish her words because they felt an enormous energy so sinister that made even the sword goddess flinch. What is this energy? Asked Tuya. And it's coming this way. Karen informed the others. Tuya, come with me, said by Moroha, and Karen and Tuya only nodded and stand from their seat. Wait, we'll come along, said by Yumina. No, you both will stay here, it's too dangerous, saw by Tuya. But we also want to help, said by Sue. I know, but we don't know what this enemy is, so stay here. I'll come back, said by Tuya as he and Moroha headed towards outside of the walls of the Duchy of Brunhild.
And when they arrive on an open field, other knights and the other gods were already there. Everyone, oh Tuya, be ready, we don't know what is that thing with sinister aura, so be prepared, said by Takaru, the god of combat.
Along with them, Enda was there and some of the knights of Brunhild. After a while, and space crack opened and a being with white hair appeared. It had crimson eyes that looked like it was thirsty for blood. Ha, looked at all of you gods scared as a little child, the man said. Who are you and what do you want? Asked by Moroha.
Tisk. Tsk. Sword goddess, you don't remember me, I remember you, and the boy next to you cut off my arms, the man said. Don't tell me you are the neat god? Replied by Tuya.
The knights didn't ask a question even though they had lots on their minds, but instead, they trust their king.
That's right boy, I was once the neat god but now I'm even better, the neat god said.
We can see that need now come with us and face your punishment in heaven, said by Takaru.
I said it already, I'm no longer the neat god and call me Gen, that's the name given to me by my master, said by the neat god who was now named Gen.
We don't care, you're still going to be punished for breaking the laws of heaven, Takaru said as he tried to punch General. His punch landed on his face but General didn't flinch. I was expecting a strong punch but it seems that you disappointed me, god of combat, General said as he swung his hand and hit Takaru in the face sending him flying a few kilometers away. You little. Moroha tried to attack with swords but all of her attacks were being dodged.
As expected from the goddess of sword, you are indeed strong. But not strong enough, Gen said as he punched Moroha in the stomach but was blocked by Tuya.
Don't think that she is alone, said by Tuya, and the other gods also help.
The goddess of hunting provides support by firing arrows that are enhanced by her divinity. You gods are so annoying, Gen said as let out a bit of his aura sending Tuya and the others away. I'm not here to play so I'll finish you all fast, Gen said as he disappeared. Where did he go? Moroha asks while looking at Gen. I'm right here, Nay-san behind you, Tuya said, but it was too late, Moroha was cut in the back. Ha ha ha, one down, he said and disappeared again. With every one human or gods couldn't see him, he was faster than anyone as if he had to transcend the concept of speed. One by one everyone was left wounded and Tuya was the only one standing. Ha ha ha, you really are something boy, Gen said as he tried to attack Tuya but was blocked by Tuya's gun that was in sword mode. I'll never forgive you for hurting my family, Tuya said in anger and frustration. His golden divinity tired that of a silver and his hair stopped growing and returned to its original look. Oh, attaining another level of power, that's impressive, said the Gen. I'll kill you, Tuya said in anger. He now doesn't care if he had to kill a god, all that was on his mind was to kill the one who hurt his family. With every attack that Tuya unleashed, shockwave is being generated. I like the way you are now boy, but are you sure you won't help those you consider allies, Gen said. What do you mean? Asked by Tuya, and his smartphone rings and the call belongs to Dr. Regina saying that the entire world is being attacked by phrase. Damn you, Tuya yells and his anger grows. Ha ha ha, that's what I want to see. You falling into despair, the hero of this world will fail to protect its people, he said. Ha ha ha, now let us count. He didn't get to finish his words because he was punched by a metal frame gear that belongs to Sue Ortland. Tuya, we came to help, Sue said with her joyful voice. Tuya's other fiancé also appeared and launched multiple attacks from their frame gears, leaving no chance for Get to counter. In a full 5 minutes a non-stop attack Gen, and when their frame gears ammo runs out the girls stop attacking. In a full minute no response from General, so the girls thought that it was over and they one by one stepped out of their frame gears and head towards the others. Tuya, are you okay? Asked by Yumina. Tuya, you dummy, Hild said while hugging the injured Tuya. I'm fine everyone, Tuya said reassuring his fiancé. That guy was strong, where is he? Moroha and Takaru said synced since they only managed to recover just now. The same goes for the other gods and Karen healed the injured knights. Tuya, you should thank me, I save you, said by Sue. Sue, run, Tuya said as he runs towards Sue. What do you mean too? Sue didn't get to finish his words because her stomach was pierced by a red sword. Ah, you let your guard down little girl, Gen said with a wicked smile. You bastard, Tuya said dashing straight at Gen and punching him sending him away hindered by kilometers in the air. Sue, hang on, I'll heal you, Tuya said as he cast heal and recovery on Sue who was unconscious. But magic only heals the girl a little, come on heal faster, Tuya said. Don't think I'll let you heal that girl, Tuya, said by Gen and punched Tuya sending him away. Boom, a magic head towards Gen and it came from Yumina, Lean, Sakura, and Linz who specialize in magic. We won't forgive you, said by Ye who also came with Hild and Els trying to attack General. Ha ha ha, look at all of you, Gen only smile and enjoy every bit of seconds that he was playing with the girls. If he really wanted to he could kill all of them in an instant, but he decided to have fun. Moroha and the others also attack, but like last time they are sent back to the ground with even more fatal wounds. Yumina takes EV1 out of here now, Moroha said to Yumina while she tried her best to get up from the ground. ACCKK, Moroha was again pinned down by General. Insects should not talk, you know, said by Gen. The girls were also unable to move and Sue was slowly dying due to her wounds. Even with the pressure that Jen was emitting, the girls tried to go to Sue's side. "Ho, that's in expect to be able to move under the pressure of my aura. I commented for your perseverance, mortals," Jen said as he appeared in front of Yumina with his sword held high in the air. "No, Yumina, run," Karen said as she tried to stand up to no avail. "Time to die, insects," Jen said as he swung his sword down aiming at Yumina's chest. But before he could boom, a black katana struck the ground. The katana was radiating energy far stronger than any of the gods. "What the?" Jen said as he jumps backward. "I'll make you pay for hurting the people that I love." The katana on the ground was picked up by Tuya. And he looked at Sue and the others as he pulled some kind of liquid out nowhere and splashed the liquid to them, and instantly their injury healed. "Tuya," Yumina tried to say something but Tuya stopped her. "I'll take care of this, so stay here with everyone," Tuya said as he looked at Yumina. His black eyes was now golden. His back hair turned bluish silver and his usual white coat was now black with gold lining and had black fur on his neck. He was wearing an all-black attire and his look represent power and authority. Tuya, Karen and Moroha approached him and looked at him. The other gods also approached with the knights who were still injured. "Sis, I'll handle that guy, so please protect them," Tuya said. Moroha and the others only looked at Tuya and nodded. "Tuya, be careful," Lu said. "I will," Tuya said as he stands up. "Ha ha ha, you look different. What kind of power did you obtain now?" Jen said. Tuya didn't answer and he disappeared and reappeared in front of Jen, surprising Jen and everyone. "Don't think that you will die a painless death," said by Tuya as he attacked Jen with his sword, sending him to the ground.